Hello, everybody, and welcome to my TED Talk. Do you know what the sweetest, fluffiest, most delicious treat that you can get your hands on? It's my favorite treat, and I'm pretty sure it's some of yours as well. If you're listening to this TED Talk, then I'm sure that you like donuts just as much as I do, and you'd like to learn a little bit more about donuts. So I learned a lot about donuts, like how to make them, where they come from, and most of all, how to make them. So I found out while researching this is that you actually don't need a deep fryer to make donuts, which is my main concern is why I've never tried to make donuts before, is because I thought that you needed a deep fryer. But all you need is a large deep pan, a stove, and some coolant racks, and you can make your donuts right in the morning at 6 a.m. in your kitchen. So donuts can be spelled two types of ways. You either see donuts spelled Donughnuts, or what we most commonly see in most donut shops or anywhere that you can purchase donuts, Donuts. There are two most common donuts, which is the ring donut, which is the hole in the center of the donut, or there's the filled donut, which can be injected with either fruit, cream, custard, or any other types of fillings that you like. So the little theory about behind the word donuts, it actually comes from a Dutch word, which literally means oil cake or sweetened cake fried in fat. There's also two different styles of donuts, which is cake donuts or yeast donuts. So cake donuts batter needs to be chilled before rolling, and the yeast donuts need to be fried before frying. Needs to rise before frying. So why is there the hole in the center of the donut? Well, the story's a little bit unclear, but back in the mid-1800s, there was a baker that was really frustrated with frying the donuts because he couldn't get the center of his donut evenly cooked. So he decided to poke a hole in the center of the donut, which created the ring donut. And he ended up finding that the donuts were cooking more evenly, and that's what continued with the ring donut. So from researching the different types of recipes, I came across the term proofing. And proofing is another word for the process that happens when you let the dough rise. So depending on the recipe, the dough can be proofed more than once, which I didn't know that, so which is kind of interesting. So depending on the dough that needs to rise, you can proof it more than once. And also that the yeast dough that you do make, you can also stick that in your refrigerator and freeze it until the time you would like to make donuts, which is really interesting as well. So also there's a National Donut Day, which is celebrated the first Friday of every June every year. Succeeding this donut event was created by the Salvation Army in 1938 to honor those who were served donuts to the soldiers during World War I. So that's a little bit of information on my on donuts, and if you'd like to visit my blog at kaylasgeniusblog.blogspot.ca, you can find more information about donuts and also find the recipe on how to make donuts. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk, and hope to hear from you soon.